Hey there, in this video I'm going to try something different, something that I haven't tried before, just to mix things up, a tiny bit. I'm going to play pool and I'm going to try some, draw some paddles, make some references to software in the context of playing pool. Now it cannot be at the code level just because it's probably going to be harder. It's hard enough to think code without an editor and a machine, and when I do these podcasts it's actually quite challenging, to be honest with you. But so this one is going to be a little bit more high level, right? It's not at the code level. We'll see how it goes. In the worst case, it turns out to be a disaster, which is fine. Just because fear has never stopped me from doing things that I've never done before. So I know, hopefully you can ride along. Let's see how we can get this going. And some backstory for what it's worth. We've had this table for many years. We spent a lot of time looking for one and buying it. But as it turned out, and not very unsurprisingly so, that we played for the first year, 6 months or a year, and then it's just been sitting here and eating up space, right? So why not at least record one video using that? Let's start with this. And I haven't played in many years, played pool in many years. My favorite sport is like table tennis, which sad to say I haven't even played that in a little while. Maybe I'll do one video downstairs just playing table tennis. And even when I used to play, I'm not terrible at that. I think I'm an alrighty player when it comes to table tennis, but I was always very bad at pool. So it's just going to be even worse. Let's see how it goes, and maybe that'll help me provide some good examples actually. So let's start. And I probably even forget the rules, and I don't know if there's like standard concrete rules for pool. Maybe it depends on the size of the table. Maybe it depends on where you're playing it at. We're going to play with some rules and we'll see how it goes. It's like you have the solids and the stripes, and then a black ball in the middle. You have to pocket everything else. You have to pocket either the stripes or the solids when you're playing with another person, and then you pocket the black at the very end essentially, right? And then there are some rules that go around with it. And other than that, you could choose to call the pocket every time you play a shot, or you just do it for the black ball. You've played it both ways. We'll see how it goes. And then you break, right? You start breaking the table, yeah. Okay, so, and again, the first lesson is, just because you've not done something for a while, don't let that stop you from doing it in future if you're actually interested in it, right? That could be the first learning here. And there's already a second learning, which is, I don't know if you can see me there. The second learning is, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed, because when I started doing these videos like over 2.5 years ago, I was a lot more conscious than I am now, because because then you didn't know what kind of mistakes you can make. After doing hundreds of these, I know I can make endless number of mistakes. So what's one more? I'm sure there's going to be a few more in this video as well. So don't be shy, don't be scared, just try it, just do it. See how it goes, and then you can make the improvements all the time, right? You can always make the improvement, I meant. Okay, wish me luck and how this is going to be. Okay, that actually, to be honest with you, I thought it'd be worse than it turned out to be. This is not the worst of my breaks. Okay, so I'm just playing by myself, so I'm not going to pick. I guess the way the color works is the first one you pocket, the first person who pockets a type of color, like whether it's solids or stripes, they end up owning that for that particular game. So since it's just me, I'm going to get started. So this break was all right. So it's like starting a project. It's not terrible, but it could have been a whole lot better, right? If it's your first project, it's an okay place to start. But if it's your 10th project and you've been doing it consistently, it probably should be a whole lot better. I think all of this should be spread out all over the place. You should have ideally pocketed some to begin with. So that this is it's very mediocre, right? You got started, it's very average. You didn't pocket any here. So the next player now has the opportunity to grab or steal the thunder or the limelight or whatever. Maybe there is a learning here that when you get started, you want to like start with a bang. This is not good. But it's okay. Let's keep going. I'm going to try this. This is orange in that pocket. Oh, that was not too bad. Okay, now I get so I've claimed solids, right? That's all I'm going to focus on. So you're going to have to imagine the second. Actually, you know what? You don't even have to imagine that second player. I'm going to make it hopefully a tiny bit more fun. Give me 1 second. Okay, I have a hat here. So every time I wear this hat, let's pretend that I'm this other player. You know what? That may not be too bad. So this player hasn't gotten started. So okay, I pick solids. Now I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to try number 4 in that pocket all the way there. There's nowhere there. Okay, and I haven't flexed much either, and I think I have a sore back to all those excuses. And as a developer, if I provided these excuses because I didn't do something and you're the dev manager, please do not buy these excuses, because those should have been told to you before I started playing. I can't claim a sore back after I'm in the game, right? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now I'm going to wear this hat, and now I'm going to be the other player. So the other player is going to play stripes, right? This is going to be a rather long video, I think. We have a bridge, but actually I broke that one, so unfortunately I can't use that. And I'm not that tall either, so you have to pick what works for you, right? Now that wouldn't be a bad one because it's positioned nicely. You would have to cut it right about here for it to go there. So if I had a bridge, which I do, but it's actually kind of broken, that the piece is missing. I don't know where I put that piece. Yeah, so I don't know if I can even use this, but I'm going to try and salvage. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be a little bit difficult with a bridge, but I'm going to say number 13 in that pocket there. It was almost there, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. But anyway, so okay, now back to solids. Let's see which one I can actually play here. That one's difficult. None of them seem to be easy here. So this is a situation where, excuse me, let's say you're trying to pick a card, the next item that you have to work on, and let's say that the solid is a group of developers, right? And you have a choice, and the project manager is asking you which one you want to pick. You take a look at it. All of them seem equally difficult, so you pick the one that's the most interesting, right? Because if they're all difficult, why pick something that's boring? I could have chosen to go with one of these other ones here. They are difficult, but they don't seem very exciting either. So I'm just going to go with something that's exciting, which is this number 3. I want to try and aim for, I don't know, that pocket, the one at the back. I have no idea, but it looks like might be interesting. Let's see what happens. Well, the intention was good. The execution, not so much. Okay. Now I'm back to playing. I don't know. Let's say that is Krish, and this is DiCaprio, right? The one with the hat is DiCaprio. So, yeah. Let me go with a stripe here. I have no idea which one to go with, but I'm going to try the green in that pocket. The stripe green on the right pocket. Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Even using DiCaprio's name, life seems to get better just immediately. Okay, the next one, let's see, what can I try? We love these trees, but you can see that they do come in the way. An excuse you can ignore as a project manager. I'm going to try the blue, the striped blue in that pocket all the way there. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Wow, I don't know. I didn't see that coming. I want to make sure this is actually being recorded. It is. That's awesome. Okay, let's try. Yeah, that one's difficult because the red is in the way. Okay, I'm going to try. See, that's a possibility, except that this is in the way, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. I can try, actually. I can try the number 13 on the left pocket. It's going to be, just don't have a nice grip here. Yeah, I missed it completely. Okay, expected that. Okay, back to Krish. Let's see what I can do here. I have a green that can actually go into this pocket if I ever so slightly touched it. This is a good attempt, but it didn't help. It's like one of those fragile code bases where you have to touch them very, very softly. Okay, I'm going to take a second stab at that number 13. Now actually I don't have an excuse. I should be able to get it working. Oh, that was poorly done. That was poorly done. I should have gotten that. That's a bug I should have fixed. I had no excuses. I just didn't do it, right? Okay, now as Krish, I'm going to try the number 4 purple in that pocket. Oh, not bad. Okay. So maybe Krish is catching up with DiCaprio. I knew it. Okay, what is the next one? The next one could be, I don't know, the red is difficult. Oh, they're all, I don't know if the yellow has a, no, I don't think so. I'm going to connect the 11 with the green and try to pocket the green all the way there. It's very ambitious. I could have hit it harder. It looked like it may have actually gone there. Okay. Now back to DiCaprio. I see. I'm going to try and connect the 13 to the 12 and see. It's going to be a little bit harder because I can see that this has to be very fine, right? It's not one of those easy shots. Not even for DiCaprio. It was there, almost there. Okay, that is something that I think as a developer you did a good job, but I mean, you can't blame yourself. I think you gave it your best there. Okay, now back to Krish. His life doesn't seem to have gotten a whole lot better. I don't see a clear path here. I'm going to try pocketing number 7 into this pocket. That would be an amazing shot, but I doubt it's going to happen. It's going to hit it here, and let's see what happens. Oh, picked the wrong pocket. I should have picked that one. Yeah, see, who doesn't do DiCaprio a favor, right? Everyone does. That's how life works. Okay, back to DiCaprio. Which one do I go with? That one. Do I see a path to victory there? What is this? Am I wearing the wrong way? Okay. If I hit it here, that's going to be difficult actually. It's not going to be easy. Krish has made DiCaprio's life difficult there. That's not possible. Okay, I'm going to try this. Oh, not bad. Okay. So what's next? There's no clear. I'm going to try this, but I have no idea where I'm going to try hitting that. Oh boy. Okay. I'm just going to try reversing, trying to hit here and then try to tap the 6 and see what happens. I don't know if I have a plan actually. I hit the wrong one. So this is when you actually, as a developer, you go with something without a plan. You don't even know what the outcome should be. You're just hoping and praying for the best without a plan. It's a bad idea, and it's as good a proof as any, right? Don't do that. Okay, now it's Krish's turn. Life seems to have gotten slightly better. Let's see. I'm gonna try the yellow in that pocket. It's not as easy as it looks. Okay, that is not bad. Now that we've pocketed that one, I'm going to try green in this pocket. This is also, it's one of those fragile code bases. You're going to have to tap it ever so gently. Okay. Actually, I've played a lot better than I expected, I'll tell you. I haven't played this in like years. And maybe it's one of those, it's like you pick up a project, you haven't worked on Java in like a while. I haven't done Java in like a while, to be honest with you. For someone who actually used to do only that for many years of my initial part of my career, during the initial part of my career. But still, if I were to pick up a Java project, I know I will be home in like a few weeks. Just because you've done it, it's like swimming or biking. You kind of have an idea. You know, things have changed. There's some syntactic sugar, there's streaming and all that cool stuff. And closures too, probably, but you've used that in other platforms, and Java has been sort of adopting the more popular other frameworks out there too. So I think I may be all right. This is an example. Do not judge an engineer by what they're currently doing or by what they've even done in the past, but judge them by what you think they're capable of doing. That's a lesson. Number 3 in that pocket. Okay, this is awesome. I want to make sure that the recording is happening. Yeah, it is. Okay, that was solid. I think Krish has done very well for himself. Okay, I'm going to try the brown in that pocket. It's going to touch the 13, but and because it's going to touch the 13, it's going to make it a little bit, yeah, see, that's the thing. I hit it wrong, but even if I hit it correctly, the fact that it was co-located, it makes it harder. It's like a Heroku dyno. Depending on which one you purchase, they end up being co-located with noisy neighbors, and you can check out one of my podcasts on that. It actually makes it quite hard. Okay, that was not good. So actually DiCaprio's got 3 to go, and I don't even know which one he can try. They're all awkwardly positioned. This is another example where a developer is given something to do. They are not sure, and I don't know if anyone can be sure. How would anyone play this? Let's say you're an expert engineer. Then I guess you could go this route. You would go reverse, hit the white there. This is the cue ball there, and then hit the edge of this and pocket it here. Now that's a senior engineer. If you can do that, you're truly a senior engineer, not someone who just claims to be a senior engineer. But at least if you're a senior engineer, you might give that a shot, because there's nothing else that seems like it's, because if you're a junior engineer, you might try one of these things, you might just get desperate or hit the yellow. But as a senior engineer, I'm going to challenge myself, even realizing that it's going to be unlikely that I come anywhere close to this. This is number 15. I'm going to aim for this pocket, right? Oh, Okay, it was better than I thought. Touched it at some point, so that's good. Okay, now back to Krish. I'm going to try the 7 in that pocket, and still DiCaprio is in my way. He's always in someone's way, right? He was in Matt Damon's way for sure. Yep, okay, thankfully. You needed that speed, otherwise you wouldn't have pocketed. I wouldn't have been able to pocket that. Okay, wow. I didn't see this coming. I actually have 1 versus 3. Okay, I'm going to try the 2 in that pocket. Almost there. Almost there. But not there yet. Okay. So that was a valiant attempt. Okay. Now it's back to DiCaprio. I don't have a clear path there. Okay. I'm going to connect. What is this hat? It seems uncomfortable. Okay, I'm going to try and connect the 9 with the 15 and try and pocket the 15 there. It's going to be difficult, I know. Oh, not bad. Now I'm going to try and pocket the 6. Or is it the 9? Yeah, I think it's an awkward position too. I missed it completely. So I think the way this rule goes is if you miss it completely, the other player can actually pick up the cue ball and put it anywhere they want, but within this line here. But given that the 2 is further out, I'm not going to even bother trying it. I'm actually going to try and stretch myself out here and see if I can get any closer. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I'm actually ahead. Okay, now I'm going to try the 8 ball. I'm going to hit it here, maybe then here, and then try to see if I can pocket it into that pocket there. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. This is terrible. I think the way the rule works is even though I pocketed the 8 ball, since you have to call the pocket, and I think if you call the pocket on the other ones and you pocket it into the wrong hole, then I think you just put that in the middle somewhere here. But I think with the black ball, you actually lose. So the other party wins. So here's the summary, right? And this was obviously not planned. I played beautifully, right, as Krish. DiCaprio played all right. He actually has 2 balls. He's 2 balls behind. And then Krish comes in, gives it his best, and then he loses to DiCaprio. I don't know. Make of it what you will. But if that doesn't summarize certain aspects of life, I don't know what does. But I don't want to end this on that sober note. So DiCaprio is talented, so he deserves to win. But you got to be careful. I picked the wrong pocket. I didn't realize that I could have cut it that fine. I somehow thought I had to cut it a little bit not so fine, so it would have had to bounce one more time and show up here. Hey, but that's what it is. Hopefully you enjoyed this average game of pool and some engineering references, as contrived as they may have been. But check out our product at snowpal.com and download our app from the App and Play Store. And actually, if you want to improve your game, your quality of game, and whether it's pool or table tennis, you can do so by sort of getting organized in our platform and defining your destiny to an extent that's possible. Thank you. No, it's not going to be